This is a quick introduction to Canva.com. Canva.com is a graphic design and infographic creation website that will help you with not only all of your classes to help you on projects and with your presentations, but it can also be a super useful tool out there in real life when doing social media, when creating websites, thank you notes, posters, all sorts of amazing things you can do with Canva. So this is just a quick introduction for your name tag assignment. When you go to canva.com, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to sign up with Google. That's the nice thing about canva.com is that it is very Google friendly, and most of canva.com is free, so it works very well with us. So first thing I'd like you to do is sign up with Google. Yours is going to look a little bit different than Mr. Carlson's because this is not my first time logging in. For you, it's your first time logging in. There'll be several steps that you have to take. You need to tell Canva that you are a student, and then it'll get you to a page that says design anything or get started with your first design. When you get to that page, what I'd like you to do for your very first time on Canva is we are going to start with just a very simple poster to do our name tag assignment. You have all sorts of different options for what kinds of presentations you can make with Canva, what kind of infographics. You can do social media, you can do videos, you can make things for school, you can do posters, presentations, brochures, thank you notes, invitations. The sky is the limit. But we're going to start with a very simple poster today. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the poster template. And when I choose my template for poster, it takes me to a page that has my poster layout, but it also has all of the different tools that I can use in Canva on the left-hand side. And Canva is always updating things, always making things better and more user-friendly. But in this case, all of your templates are on the left-hand side. You can scroll through all of the different templates that Canva has. Many of them are free. There are also ones you can pay for, but in this class, we won't ever choose anything that we pay for. So I'm going to choose a template for my name tag poster. All right. And you can choose any template one. You could also start with a blank, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to. You could also start with a blank, but I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and until I see something that catches my eye, you are going to create a poster, guys, that represents you. So maybe you already see something that represents you, or you just like the design. But just so you know, you can change anything on a poster once you have gotten started on it, and I'm going to show you how that works right now. So I've chosen this happy birthday poster, but I'm going to change most of this. So on the left-hand side here has all of the different things I can use to change this poster. And it's as simple as clicking on something that I want to change. So I'm going to start with Happy Birthday, Neil. And I'm going to highlight this whole thing. And once I highlight the whole thing, now this is a name tag. So I'm going to change the writing inside to my first and last name. All right. So now I have my name tag started, and now I can start changing everything else. By the way, the only thing other thing you need on your name tag assignment is the period. So somewhere on here, like down here, I can choose this text box, and I can write period and whatever period it is that you have, guys. So in this case, I'm going to put period 3 just for an example, but you could put any period that you have business tech. All right. And I don't really want the rest of this writing down here. So as you see, I can choose the text down here, and I can delete it just by hitting the delete button. I can choose the text up here. I can delete that. And now all I have is my name and period 3. And now if I like this design, I could use some of it, or I could also get rid of all of these designs by clicking on them and deleting them. All right, I could also click on them, and I could come over here to elements, and I could change this to whatever element that I want, whatever, let's say, clip art that I want. So if I wanted to type something in that represents me, maybe I would type in something like, baseball, because one of my sons is a baseball player. And here you go, I have a baseball icon. I could come in and drag it in, and now I have this baseball clip art that is part of my design. All right. And I don't really want dancers. That doesn't really represent Mr. Carlson. You guys have never seen me dance, but you really don't want to see me dance. So I'm just going to go around and get rid of the stuff that I don't want. And then let's say I wanted to bring in a picture, guys. So I come here and we have all these photos you can choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and type in something that I'm interested in. So I'm going to type in surf. And I get all of these pictures that I could put in that have to do with surfing. So I'm going to choose one that's free. Again, choose something that's free. And I can just drag that over. And look at that. All of a sudden, I have surfing on my name tag. So still getting rid of all this stuff I don't want. And the more you use Canva, the faster you'll be, the more you get an idea for what you want and what you don't want. And so I would fill the rest of this page, ladies and gentlemen, with all sorts of things that represent Mr. Carlson, that represent Mr. C. So I have surfing, I have baseball for one of my boys. Maybe I'd go down to elements and type in soccer because another one of my boys is a soccer player. All right. Now I bring soccer into it. And of course, maybe I come to photos and you guys know how much I love dogs. So I type in dog, or I can be specific and I could put in the type of dog. Maybe I type in chocolate lab. And look at that, chocolate labs come up. But now remember, I can only choose stuff that's free. So when you get real specific like this, sometimes it costs money. If it says pro on there or it has a crown or a dollar sign, all that stuff costs money. So it looks like all of this is out of bounds for me. So there you go, guys. There's a quick idea of how to use Canva. If you want to add text, by the way, if you want to add some writing, you click on text box right here and just click on add a heading. And now you can add a text box. Once you add that text box, you can move it around anywhere you want, type in anything you want, and you can also choose from all the preset stuff that gives you really cool stuff that you can type in. So there you go. I could do something with sparkle. So Canva is so cool, ladies and gentlemen. But play with it, mess around with it, and make a name tag for yourself that represents you. Bye.